Greetings and hello to all my favorite teachers out there. It's so good to see you all, kind of. Name of this session is called There's an App for That. I'm going to take you through 10 different apps to show you how to improve your time management, increase on-task time, and make learning fun for your students. A little bit about me. My name is Eric Turrill. Born and raised in Parkersburg, West Virginia, currently live in Winchester, Virginia, but I teach at Round Hill Elementary School in Round Hill, Virginia. You may know me as Round Hill PE. Please make sure you do follow us on YouTube at Round Hill PE or RHEPE. Also, you can find us on Twitter at RHEPE1. And then you can also follow our website called rhepe.com. Let's get started. In this session here, we're going to show you these 10 different apps. We're going to teach you how to increase time management, increase in on-task time, fun, waste, add variety, station clarification, visuals to help you with your students and to promote your program. We're going to show you a couple different Tabata workouts and show you how to make your own Tabata workouts, show you how to make GIFs for visuals and how to replicate yourself, get yourself out there, teach you how to show the students some differentiation ideas on some stations, self-assessments, loop the videos, and teach how to score in bowling. These are the 10 apps we're going to be using on the side: interval timer, spinning wheel, PhotoGrid, SworkIt, Lazy Monster, ImgPlay, DMD, vClone, video delay, instant replay, Loopideo, and the My Bowling Scorecard. And there's going to be a time stamp there in the middle for you. If at any time you want to skip ahead to a different app, you can go check out the different apps and then you can come back to the other ones. In each app, I'm going to show you how we use it at Round Hill. I'm also going to take you step by step on how to use the app. Anytime, though, you want more information, please reach out to me. All my information is down there at the bottom. Reach out to me. I'd love to help you guys. Sharing your ideas is the best way to make our profession grow. When you don't share, ideas die. You have great ideas. Share them, post them, get them out there. Some teachers are going to use them. Some teachers won't. But the ones that you do help and the ones that you do reach, it's going to help their students. Share, 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 okay? And the first thing I want to show you here is how to use the ideas that others share with you. I'm going to show you the screen record feature inside your iPad or inside your iPhone. For the iPads, you're going to swipe down from the upper corner. For the iPhones, you're going to swipe up from the bottom. Let me turn my pen color. My laser pointer went away. Let me turn my laser pointer. And if you know anything about Round Hill PE on YouTube or anything, my colors are always blue and gold. I'm a huge West Virginia Mountaineer fan. So on the iPad, you're going to swipe from this corner coming down. On the iPhone, you're going to swipe from the bottom coming up. I'm going to show you how to use the screen record feature. This is simply for taking ideas from others and using them. Get their permission, but folks, don't be stingy about your stuff. Please share, share, share. You won't find a Round Hill PE or RHEP teacher paid. You will not find it. Everything that I create is free. On my YouTube page, there are hundreds of videos. Currently sitting pretty good, and please go check it out. Let me click the play button here so you can see how to screen record. Let me demonstrate the record feature that's on your iPad or iPhone. For the iPad, it's a swipe from the upper corner. For the iPhone, it's a swipe up from the bottom. So for my iPad, I'm going to swipe down. What pops up are all these features. We're going to record. Once it turns red, then I know it's recording. I'm going to go into my Twitter. On Twitter, I'm going to type in the search, Spinny wheel at RHEPE. That's important right there. And you can find all kinds of stuff by typing in the search up there, what you're looking for at RHEPE. Right here. Now I'm going to record this app all the way through. Not app, but this sequence, this recording. This is for a visual that I want to create. Now this was made in the PhotoGrid app that we're teaching later on how to do it. All right, so it just recorded one complete time through. So then I'm going to stop recording, swipe down, stop recording. Then I'm going to go into my photos, screen recording just finished, and up pops their screen recording that I did. Now, I don't want what's in the beginning or the end. So I'm going to click on the edit button up here. And I'm going to condense this down, and I'm looking for right when the kid first spins the app right there. That's the beginning part, I know. Drag it back slightly. There we go. Now the end. I don't want the end part either. I'm going to take it to right when he's done spinning it, right there. So that's the part I want to keep. I click done, save as new clip. And here's another new thing that's just been added. I don't want this bottom video. So I'm going to get rid of this bottom video. I'm going to crop it out. Now you can crop videos. Used to be you could only crop pictures. Now you can also crop videos. So I'm going to get rid of that bottom part. I don't need that anymore for the presentation that I'm doing. Doing just Spinny Wheel. And it's prepping the video. And so now I have a recording of just that Spinny Wheel that I'm going to upload onto my computer. Now to do that, click on the upload button. And I can put it anywhere I want. And right now, I'm going to put it up on. It's going to airdrop it. It's called airdropping. And then once I click that, it'll send it right up to my computer for me to use. So what's nice about, and the beginning part, I overspoke on top of myself there. And when you go into Twitter and up at the very top, when you type in a search, like on this one, we typed in Spinny Wheel at RHEPE1. And what popped up was any reference I ever made in any tweet to Spinny Wheel from RHEPE1 on all of these apps. I'm showing you some examples of how we use them, but I also encourage you, go into Twitter, up in the search, up in the top, type in the name of the app, and then type in my Twitter at RHEPE, and what's going to pop up are all the different ways that we've used it. First app I want to share with you is called the Interval Timer by Hit Workouts. Love this timer. It has helped me tremendously to keep my kids on, keep me on task, increase our on-task time. I mean, how many times have you had stations going on your watch and a kid comes up to you and just wants to tie his shoes or wants to talk to you, or having difficulties? You end up talking to them, lose track of time, and all of a sudden the kids have been there, instead of a 45-second station, it's turned into a 2-minute station. You're like, oh, sorry guys, time to rotate. With this interval timer, it tells you when to rotate. Let me show you how this works. All right, remember, there's an app for that to help keep us on schedule. Timer's counting down. Partners. One of them is dribbling up and back. The other one is working on chest pass, bounce pass. Working on their stepping, working on their dribbling. When the clock gets to 0, they switch with a 15-second delay to let them be able to rotate. Switch. There's an app for that. If you're not using technology in your PE class, you've got to get on board. It's a great way to maximize time, maximize efficiency for the students and for yourself. Have a great week, everybody. All right, so now let me show you how the interval timer actually works, okay? With this one, I went ahead and pulled it up. I'm at a 2-minute that I've already had before. So I'm going to change it. So I'm going to click on the clock at the top, and then I'm going to change the name from 2-minute timer. Nope, I went straight into the settings. So I went to number of sets, set it as high as you want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to change the clock from 2 minutes down to 40 seconds. I'm going to create a Tabata here. I want my kids to exercise for 40 seconds. I like the color green. Green means go, and also like the air horn. It's really loud. Then I go down to the rotation. How long do I want them to move from one station to the next, right, or recover? I'm going to give them 15 seconds. There I should have changed the buzzer to air horn. I like the air horn, but I did change the color to red. Red means stop, green means go. That cool down at the bottom, you don't need it because you've put so many different sets in this thing. It's going to loop 30 times. I'm going to change the name of this to a 40-second Tabata, I believe I called it. Click done, save as new, and now I have a 40-second Tabata routine. Click start, and then all of a sudden it gets going. We're going to fast forward through this a little bit, skip a few numbers, and then when it gets down to the very end, and it tells the kids to move to the next station, the next skill, or it gives them a chance to recover. And then when it gets back to, it tells them when to start again. I use this for everything in my program. I have it on an iPod hooked into the speakers. I use the screen record that I showed you how to do, the screen grab, and I add this into my videos that I use in PowerPoint. The interval timer by Hit Workouts. Love that thing. Next app we're going to talk about is Spinny Wheel. The Spinny Wheel is a custom made, you make it however you want, wheel that allows you to add all kinds of different choices for it. Let me show you here with this first one. So here's a cardiovascular workout that we have with the students. One student goes up, spins the wheel, and I'll show you later what the wheel looks like. There's 16 different choices on it, spins the wheel, and whatever pops up is what they go with. And then I call on the next kid, he goes up, and he spins the wheel. And it just keeps changing on what they're going to do. Let me show you how I use this with my first graders.
We're spinning.
So my kindergarten first graders learning colors. I put out all the hula hoops.
What color is that?
Landed on blue. So all the kids, they were just on their locomotor movements. When it hits blue, they go to another one. We're teaching them how to follow directions, how to listen, how to rotate, how to follow directions, be safe, but at the same time, we're learning our colors. And there's another section of that particular spinny wheel I created where it's not just colors, but then how many body parts. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 2 feet in, 1 hand in, working on different, just fun little things like that. And then this bottom one is a cup stacking version. After we've taught all the cup stacking skills, 3 to 3, 3, 6, 3, cycle, 6, 6, and we've taught them the minis, the jumbos, the medals, the regulars. Then I put all those up on the wheel. This is during our station work. Can't decide what to do. They go up to the wheel, spin the wheel, and it gives them the choices of what they're going to do. So let me show you how this is done. All right, so here's the Spinny Wheel app. I'm going to click on cardiovascular warm-up, click on spin. This is that cardiovascular one I was showing you before. Once everyone's moving, one student comes up, spins it. Slow galloping. So everybody starts slow galloping. And then while they're doing that, I call another kid up and he starts doing it. Let me show you what the color hula hoops looks like. So these are the colors of my hula hoops. Now these are custom. I made these. I made these to fit my school, to fit my students. Yellow. So everybody would go to the yellow hula hoop and then tell them, okay, this time let's skip around the outside of the hula hoops. This is the cup stacking one that I showed in the example. These are all the different 3 to 3, 3, 6, 3, 6, 6 cycle with mini, metal, jumbo, regular. All the stations spread out. They spin it just as a station idea. I can't decide what to do. Well, here's something you can do. Now, let's say you want to make your own. That's the best part about this. Up here in the corner, click the plus. Enter the name of your wheel. I'm going to call this one Volleyball Skills. I enjoy being able to limit the downtime with my younger kids with volleyball skills. They hate holding the ball. They want to keep throwing it. They want to keep going. So I'm going to type in overhand serve and then pick whatever color I want, although I like that green. So I probably kept that one. I'm going to add another one. I could go underhand serve. Let's see if I change the color of this one. That blue, that's a good blue going with that green I had before. You see, these are the colors right here that are already chosen. So then I'm going to add another one. Set. And what popped up is this shade of red. I don't like it. I'm going to go brighter probably down here. And then I'm going to add it. And I'm going to add another one. Bump or forearm pass, whatever you call it. Let's see if I change the color of this one. It's a yellow. Oh, I'm going to brighten it, make it brighter. You can make it brighter or darker, however you want. Okay, click back, click save. And now I have a volleyball skills spinny wheel. Click spin. So the kids are out there, they're doing their thing. I spin the wheel. I say, hey, this time let's switch to bump. Everyone show me the bump. All right, ready, set, go, or whatever pops up here. Underhand serve. Hey, now we're going to do the underhand serve. Everyone show me the underhand serve statue. All right, let's underhand serve. Go. So this is Spinny Wheel. I love the Spinny Wheel. My PTO uses it. My principal uses it whenever we have a school prize. They want to get me on the TV show, and we'll put in the prize options, spin the wheel, and whatever pops up is what we're having. Pajama day, hat day, favorite sports jersey day, all kinds of fun things. Kind of like that cup stacking one where at the end of the lesson I put in all the different cup stack choices. I have that with jump rope too. Have the jump rope different skills in there right here. Have the different jump rope skills in there as a station. They go spin it and then they go do whatever it says. Just allows the students just a little bit of variety. All right, PhotoGrid. I use this app a lot. This one particular example here, I use it for visuals. I put them up on the board while we're teaching up on the projector, and then the kids can see, oh, what are we supposed to be doing? I'll use the PhotoGrid, and then beside it, I'll put the text as far as what stations we're doing and what's going on. Here, I took a video of this kindergartner on a green screen down in my computer lab, and then I put those videos into this PhotoGrid top corner, and then I have them played sequentially. You can have them play all at the same time or in sequence. So it goes square one, square two, square three, square four for him throwing. And then I add in the text, T, point, step, throw. So we have this visual up on the screen, and the kids are able to see exactly what they're supposed to be doing. If I get sidetracked with another student and the kids are like, what do we do? They look up there. I've heard that my students with special needs benefit from the visuals a lot. They get lost. What am I supposed to do? They just look up there. Here's another example, a station. So with this one, I took some video pictures of what to do at this Ninja Warrior station. I noticed when the kids got there, even though I had this nice little sign with a picture on it and stuff, what to do, they're like, what do we do? So they were losing time. They weren't getting the full amount of time from the interval timer. So what I did then was I took videos of different kids doing it, put it into the PhotoGrid app, and I made a visual for them. Put it in the Loopideo app later on, which I'm going to show you. And then this just keeps looping and looping. Put it on an iPad on a carabiner hook, hooked it to the volleyball stand that's holding the tug of war rope there that they're pulling on. You could also bungee cord this, which I do for my basketball unit. Take a milk crate, bungee cord the iPad right there, and it just keeps looping. It helps the students increase their on-task time. It gives them some ideas. First time they might do one, then I encourage them next time, try a different style. The next time, try a different style. Helps them think a little bit. I love to promote my program because I do some great things. This is bring your parent to PE week. So this was some of the pictures we took from that day. Each one of these is a different, there's 5 pictures there that I made in just a regular picture. I made this in PhotoGrid, made this grouping in PhotoGrid, made this grouping in PhotoGrid, made this grouping in PhotoGrid. And as long as you keep the ratio the same, which I'm going to show you later on, then I took all of them, plopped them together, and made a slightly bigger version. And then I took all of those and put them together, and I made a poster that I hang out in the hallway of my school. And I put all of our family fitness events. This was family bowling night. If you're not doing a family fitness event, you need to get on board. Great publicity for your program. Get your community involved, get your parents involved. Every month I have a different family fitness event. Start with 1, and then once you get comfortable, add 2, add 3, add 4. If you need some ideas on family fitness nights that do work, go to my website, RHEPE.com. I take all of our events and turn them into posters using the PhotoGrid app. So let me show you how the PhotoGrid app works. All right, so I'm going to click on grid. I didn't have pictures of the students, so I did one of my dog here, for example. Dog. This is Bishop. He's my buddy. So now I'm going to go down here and I can pick layout. And this is where you want to think of beforehand. What do you want this to look like? So I like this longer picture to go up here. So I click on it and then I swap, and I can get him give me some more space down here. You know, see how I moved that picture a little bit, trying to make sure I get it in. I thought maybe there was a little bit more of Bishop I could pull over. You can also get rid of that watermark down there, or you can add the name of your school in that watermark. Select the ratio. What size do you want it? If you're going to add it with different things later on, it's best to keep that 1 by 1 square. You can adjust the border. You can adjust the border on the inside. Then you can add background colors. You can add solid colors. Oh, text. So I click on text, my buddy Bishop, and then I'm going to change the colors of it. Every time I say his name, he looks up at me. He's down here at my feet. And of course, West Virginia colors, gold and blue. So I just elongate it to make it all fit in there. And you can squeeze it up, squeeze it down. I'm going to change the color. See the different options. You want colors that really pop. Based on whatever post you're making, what makes it stand out? And of course, West Virginia colors always stand out. Gold and blue, baby. So now I'm adjusting the border, the shadow. You can make it big, you make it small. Then I'm going to go into, also I saved it. These are different ways that you can export it. All right, so that was the PhotoGrid app. And this is what it looks like, the final picture right there. And you can change the border colors here in between. You may have seen back on this one here where I put a fall leaves throughout because I knew that was during the fall and I wanted to really stand out. So there's some different things that you can add there with your app.
Welcome back.
Let me show you what SworkIt. SworkIt is a pre-made Tabata workout for you. I use this in the classroom. This is a pre-made. This is one that's already ready to go. I'm just showing you what it looks like. So I gave them a warm-up time to get used to the exercise, and then 30 seconds. Thankfully, I fast-forwarded the timer here.
3, 2, 1.
Nice little countdown.
6 inches and hold.
And then it gives this girl 5 seconds to get ready, and it gives all of your students that amount of time, and then she starts right into the exercise. So that's what SworkIt looks like, okay? Let me show you how the app works, okay? So I'm going to click on SworkIt, and there's these different ones. Strength, agility, balance. I clicked on strength. You can adjust the time. You can custom make your own time. All my warm-ups in the beginning are 4 minutes. This is a pre-made strength one. So they're doing side hip adduction, abduction. And he's getting ready.
Begin.
And then 30 seconds to start. So he's going to do this for 30 seconds. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. And hopefully I skipped some. There we go. So it tells him the next one is Superman.
2, 1.
That session was over.
Superman.
5 seconds to get ready for the next one.
Begin.
And now she's going to do that for 30 seconds. These are pre-made. These are perfect for, it gives you the visual, gives you the auditory, perfect to go. You can do the agility, the flexibility. I'm going to show you custom workout, design a new workout. And what pops up are just all these different exercises right through here. All these different strength ones, preloaded, ready for you to use. You just have to select them here on the side. Agility ones, flexibility, all these different exercises. And I'm going to custom make my own here. I'm going to go back up to strength, and I'm going to pick like 3 from each. As looking through it, like, what do I want my students? And you're going to think of, what kind of space do I have? Is this a classroom? Is this in the gym? With COVID, do I need them to stay in a certain spot? Do I want them to go high, low? Do I want this to be all abdominal? Do I want this to be all muscular? Do I want to change it up? You could do all strength. You pick what you want. Custom make it to meet your needs. That's the important thing of all of this. You see an idea that you like, modify it. Can't be a cookie cutter. My school is different than your school. You can't take my ideas and use them strictly for you. You have to modify what works for your teaching style. So I'm going to click Save. Okay, I'm going to name it. My state organization is Vapored. So I saved it as that. All right, so now you can select what time you want. You can do custom times. You can just plus, it adds 5.
Welcome back.
And there it starts. You just made your own
Cross
Tabata.
Countries. Begin.
And it goes the same way. It does 30 on, 10 off. And there's a feature in there where you can change to go 20 and 15 or
3,
40
2,
and
1.
10, or you can change the amount of time you want for each of these stations. This is called the SworkIt app.
Begin.
Okay. Perfect, pre-made Tabatas for you. Here's another fun little pre-made Tabatas for you. Now this one's kind of really just for kindergarten, first, second grade. But it has all these pre-made ones with this little bean. He's cute. The music is cute too. These are all pre-made workouts for you. Okay, I'm going to click on the high-low, and the screen is off a little bit. When I recorded in landscape, it should have been recorded
Running in place.
All right. You do this music all day long, and it's going to get to you. So this is good for the younger kids. All right, but it does the countdown. It gives them time to rest. And I'll show you at the end also how you can adjust the times on this one. There's 4 different choice settings on the time. All right, so that's what this app looks like. Now, let me show you how it works. This is called Lazy Monster. So I'm going to click on Lazy Monster. And these, like I said, these are the pre-made ones that are already in there for you. But I want to do my own. I want to do a custom one. This high-low is one of my custom ones. I like to, in this one particular, trying to get the students down, get them back up, get them down, get them back up. But here I'm going to pick some high-low exercises again. Goes to knees. What else am I going to kick? Click leg raises, front kick lunge. But I'm going through the app and I'm looking at these pre-made. They're in there for you. Just select the ones you want. Think of how long you want the kids to exercise. Like I said, 4 minutes, 30 seconds each. So you're talking 8 exercises. And now you can adjust how you want the sequence, how you want them to play. And I have it high, low, high, low, high, low, high. And then I click save. And now I want to work out. And it goes through and it does what you just created for you. These are pre-made.
Air bicycle.
These little bean things. You select the order that you want them in. Okay? You get the idea. All right, so let me show you how ImgPlay works here. I love making GIFs. GIFs are great for creating visuals to help your students at stations or to help them up on the screen. You'll see on my YouTube channel, I make a lot of GIFs with my students. Here's 3 different examples of GIFs. My 3-3-3 cup stacking one isn't playing right now. I don't know why. It was playing earlier. But I got a volleyball one. Right now we're doing juggling where we're teaching our students virtually, the HPE at home stuff, all kinds of different GIFs. And I'm going to show you how we make them. Now here's how you make your GIFs with ImgPlay. So when you go into the app, it pulls up different videos that are already on yours. This is a juggling one that my buddy Chris Lose and I, my teaching partner. Now you see with this how the scarf is coming out of the screen. I don't like that part. So we're going to try to get it to a section of the video where we pre-recorded, where it's inside. There we go. Now we got it inside. But it starts outside of. So I think I'm going to adjust a little bit farther. And look how if you remember, it started with his hand down here. So I like to get it to end with the hand coming down to about here. That way it looks like a continuous loop. So I'm going to backtrack. Right there, I got it. All right, so I clicked next. I go to the next screen. This is in the ImgPlay GIF Maker app. You can make it go slower. Or you make it go faster. 0.07 is about the regular speed. You can click on crop. So you can make this. You can get rid of unnecessary space. See where the bag's coming at the top. There we go. And then you can add text. I just put in a basic. We should have called it something like circle juggle one whatever. So I typed in juggle, moved it down. Then you do the squeeze thing, make it bigger, change colors. What color are we going with? You know it, gold and blue. So I got blue. I can change the font. I can go gold. I can make it big. I can make it small. What kind of shadow do you want around it? Or not shadow, but bubble. And then here I can scroll it up, scroll it down, click next. And then these are all the different ways you can save it. Save medium quality GIFs forever. I use for uploading into my Google Slides and into PowerPoint. Medium GIF forever works just fine. That cup stacking one at the top, if I remember right, it's actually a video. It was supposed to loop on its own. So this is what that, oh, so on this part, what I showed you is where it pops up to. So you go into your photo album, and it's in the animated section right there, okay? It's in the animated, not your regular photos or not your videos. There's an animated section. That's where you'll find your GIFs on your iPhone or your iPad. DMD vClone. I love using this app. Led a presentation down at the JMU Institute using just the DMD vClone and a couple other apps. This is great for doing my warm-ups up at the front or for station work. Right here, this is 4 different stations. You can have 2 kids at station 1, 2 kids at station 2, 2 kids at station 3, 2 kids at station 4. And I've created a video of myself using this app here, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, with the basketball skills, I've actually created 5 videos of 4 different skills on each one. That's 20 different skills on 5 videos. So that's 20 stations for the students to do with the interval timer. I click 60 seconds at each station with a 15-second rotation, and they do station 3, station 4. Once they get to 4, they move to the next iPad. The iPads are on bungee cords, on milk crates around the gym, sitting on a chair, and they look over to see what 1 is, and they do that. And then 60 seconds later, they do 2, 60 seconds later, do 3, 60 seconds later, they do 4, and they move right around the gym. Time management, baby. And right there would be 20 Mr. T's doing basketball dribbling. How strong are your knees? I've had 4 knee surgeries. I can't teach step aerobics 10 times a day, 5 days a week. But I do this 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 second recordings of me. I have 4 different step aerobic routines. They do, that's the interval timer. I was able to screen grab it, showed you how to do that. And then I was able to overlay that video into this. Now with this one, I overlaid it using PowerPoint, but I'm going to show you with the numbers how you can do that also in PhotoGrid that you did before. Take your video and add the numbers at the top. You can do that in PhotoGrid. But the timer tells them how long they do one exercise, 10 seconds, and then they start doing the next step routine. That's the next one they're going to do. Just goes right through. I have a whole list on my YouTube channel, Roundhill PE or RHEPE, on my YouTube channel for classroom teachers, full of videos like this for teachers to do in the classroom in one space. Get them up, get them moving, nice brain breaks. My 5th grade students make their own videos. I set up the iPad, I show them how to do it, and there's a rubric on what they have to do, and they come up with 4 exercises. On the floor up on the stage, I put these tape marks to help keep them spaced out when they're recording it. And then using the interval timer, screen record, I add the timer into it in PowerPoint. Also go to my website, my YouTube channel, RHEPE. There's a tutorial on how to make GIFs and visuals using PowerPoint. So let me show you how DMD vClone works. Click on the app. And now this is a recording of me doing a recording. Up here, you can change the direction of the camera you want. I like having the big screen facing out to me. You can change the output memory thing, 720, 480. Change the number of videos you want recorded of yourself. Mine's usually 4. For this one, I'm doing 3 for you all. How long do you want each video recorded? 10 seconds is good. If you go longer, then it's a lot of the same stuff, a chance to make a mistake. And the countdown, how much time in between for you to move from one to the next. Auto mode lets you to record all 4 at the same time. If you didn't click that, you can record one, come back, give yourself plenty of time. All right, so I clicked. I thought I clicked start. I must have missed it. There you go. I got 8 seconds to get up to the ready spot. Now, I don't have tape on the floor, but I did the cones to show me how far apart I need to be. And when it gets down to 2, 1, you start exercising. Now, right now, it's recording me. That 8 seconds was the buffer to tell me how long I have to get ready. All right, so there's 1 recording. See how it's got that one in spot. I have 8 seconds to get to the next place to get ready. 2, 1, I start exercising. So there's 1 video, and now it's recording a 2nd video. This is pretty cool. This is cool. It goes all the way up to 8 if you want. I usually do 4 because of space. And now I see on the iPad on the front screen how much time I have. 2, 1, start. And then I start, and how I put the cones out keeps me spaced because I don't want my legs underneath where I'm jumping up and down in the video. It looks pretty bad. All right, so it just finished. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to click OK. This little check mark down here at the bottom. I'm going to click OK. Now I have this on a tripod, obviously up pretty high. And right now it's processing. It's putting all 3 videos together in one spot. All right, so let me fast forward here a little bit. Okay, so now we have a final copy. So up here, I can play this copy, and this is what it looks like. It took 3 videos, overlapped them in layers, and made 1 video. Now you've created yourself. Wouldn't it be awesome to have more of you when you're out there teaching your students? Now I want to export it, so I click on the export, and I'm going to save video, but you could save it to all these other things you wanted to. And you click OK, and you just made 3 copies of yourself, or up to 8 if you want it. DMD vClone. And here's the step-by-step on how to do it. This was an activity we did at the JMU Institute, where the teachers were able to create their own. When they left that session, they left with something on their phone, something that they could take with them ready. They used the DMD vClone, they used a PhotoGrid, they Loopideo, and they created their own video. And you can do that here too. Video delay, instant replay is another app I love doing. I love the students being able to see themselves and get their own feedback. This is what it looks like.
All right, so they're doing a self-assessment here. They're on a delay. She just dribbled for 30 seconds. Now she's looking to see how her cues were. One hand, below the waist, non-stop dribbling, excellent control. She thinks she scored 4 out of 4. She goes over to the clicker board. She turns the A part. She thinks she got 3 out of 4 B, 2 out of 4 C, 1 out of 4 D. And while she's doing that, her partner is being recorded. There, it just switched.
All right, so now her partner was just being recorded. Now, if you look at the color of the shirts, she's watching herself now.
One hand, below the waist, non-stop.
She's not watching her friend. She's watching herself.
She's going to give herself a grade on the clicker's board.
All right, so I started that a little soon. What I should have shown you, and you'll see it later on, what I should have shown you is that he is watching himself on this camera. His buddy isn't dribbling on the camera. It records an amount of time that you tell it to in the past. It pre-records everything. So it recorded him while he was dribbling. And then 30 seconds later, or however much time you want to put in it, he comes back and he watches his dribbling. And I give him a rubric of 4 different cues to look for. Fingertips, below the waist, under control. I forget what the other one was. I don't know, head up, I'm not sure. But if they match all 4 cues, then they give themselves a 4. On Plickers, your scores are, you're graded in A, B, C, or D. It's letter choice. It's not an actual letter grade, it's letter choice. But what the student does, if they admit all 4 criteria, and that's an A, on the Plickers board, they put them up an A. But if they only met 3, they put a B, 2, C, D, which is 1 criteria. But here's what's neat. They get a chance to fix that. On their next turn, while his buddy is watching him on here, the partner then goes back and they try it again. And they take a look at what cues did I mess up on. And they try to fix their score. If they fix it, they come back, change the score. If the score goes down, don't change it. I want their best effort. I want their best score. Plickers is a great way to also assess. Go to the YouTube channel, RHEPE. There's a step-by-step tutorial on how to do Plickers. Here's another way we did this with cup stacking.
Doesn't matter.
They have 4 cues on here.
Come back and watch themselves, and then they go give themselves a grade.
So he comes back, he watches himself, and then his buddy goes up and stacks. And as he's watching himself, if he met all 4 criteria on the Plickers board, he gives himself a grade.
And middle end on the down stack. They do 4 out of 4. They give themselves an A. 3 out of 4 is B. 2 out of 4 is C. 1 out of 4, 0 out of 4 is a D. And then they give themselves a grade.
But if you go to the YouTube channel and up in the top, type in video delay, at RHEPE1. You're going to see how we use this in a lot of different skills throughout the school year. Let me show you how it actually works. So I'm going to click on the video delay. Now, I did this in my house. You can zoom in the camera. You can zoom out. Set for however long you want that. With my students, depending on what type of skill they're doing, 30 seconds is pretty good. For me, with cup stacking, doing a 3-6-3, 14 seconds gives me time to do it and come back. Now, right now, it's buffering. So it's recording in the past, time travel. I love telling my kids that. We're going time traveling. So I recorded before. Lock feature. I lock the screen so the kids can't touch. They can touch it, but it doesn't do anything. And then I stack. 3-6-3. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't fix my fumble. So let's see what that looks like on the screen. Check this out. Check this out. There's me, what just happened. 3. So I'm using 2 hands. So I got a point for 2 hands. I got a point for going back to the beginning. And I got a point for 2 hands back to the beginning. I didn't get a point for fixing my fumble. That's what that was. End, middle, end. End, middle, end was the other criteria. End, middle, end, back to the beginning, 2 hands, and fixing your fumble. So let's see how I did this time. Ooh, start in the middle. So that's not a point. That's not end, middle, end. I am using 2 hands. I didn't fix my fumble. So I got a score of 1 on that one. So I'm going to go back and try it again. End, middle, end, 2 hands, back to the beginning, fix your fumble. That's a good one. But down here at the bottom, you see the cues of what we were looking for there. So let's see. Did I do end, middle, end? Did I go back to the beginning? Am I using 2 hands? And did I fix my fumbles? Score a 4 out of 4 right there. So if you go to, like I said, go to our Twitter page, up in the search, type it in, video delay at RHEPE, and you're going to see how we use this in a lot of different areas. This was the step-by-step on how to do it from the JMU Institute when we did it there. Check it out. Loopideo. Now, after you've made this videos, how do you get a video to loop endlessly? Now, on YouTube, you can right-click loop, no big deal. But on your iPad or iPhone, use the app Loopideo, and it loops it forever. I love this app because it allows me to store some videos inside of it on my iPad. So let me show you how this app works. So I opened up Loopideo, and these are all the visuals that we use. Not all of them, but several. All right, so what's the first one I'm going to do? That station. So I pulled up that station. Now this is where the Ninja Warrior, I created this in PhotoGrid, and it helps them to, okay, when I get there, Mr. T, what am I supposed to be doing? Or I did this one. Oh, I'd like to try that one. This is in that Loopideo on an iPad, on a carabiner hook, hanging from
So don't get
a
frustrated.
volleyball stand.
Okay, so you're gonna start
Younger
with the
kids
shoe on a
tying
flat surface
shoes.
facing
I
you.
took this YouTube
and put your
video,
lace in
screen
each
grab,
hand.
screen
Next,
record.
you're gonna take
This
both
was a
laces and
station.
thread one lace over the other.
Early in the year, I put this up as a station that they came to. Tie your shoes. Learn to tie your shoes. Volleyball. Got the kids doing volleyball skills. Some are good with the set. Some are not. They would rather just throw it. So for this one, you choose, and they have a choice. They can set or overhead throw. It doesn't matter. After 60 seconds, I have this feature that tells me it's time to pick new ones, and they can choose whatever they want. It's called You Choose. Monday morning's cup stacking. I have this up on the screen, and it shows them the visuals of what 3-3 looks like, what 3-6-3 looks like, what the cycle looks like, and they get to practice it, and it tells them the rules of what they're supposed to be doing. So if they're lost, they look up, they see what they're supposed to be doing. Love it. It really helps the students be able to see what it is they're supposed to be doing. Then I have a lot of warm-ups we do. A lot of these are on our YouTube channel. Here's pick a card, any card. So I got buckets throughout the gym. They do a locomotor skill to a bucket, and they pick out a card, whatever the suit is, heart, spades, clubs, diamonds. They do that exercise. They have the choice. There's 2 of them there. I like to give them choice because that's how you develop a good workout. You choose what's working best for you. So I have letters of the alphabet around the gym. 2 of the letters are a little confusing for the kids, so I gave them visuals. Letter A, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Letter Z, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Anytime you see your students getting confused, create the visual to help them. It helps them, it helps you. This is called the Loopideo app. Love this one. And here's a tutorial on how to use it right there. Okay, bowling. I've been teaching elementary PE for 25 years. Teaching scoring can be difficult for some classes. Some kids pick it up, some kids don't. So I love this app. It's called My Bowling Scorecard. And it takes them step by step on how to enter in your score and what the different scores are and how it adds it up and all that. Now you're going to need about, an iPad for every lane that you have. So I borrow 11 iPads that week. I have 5 of my own. So I borrow from my teachers throughout the school. I say, hey, for the next 2 weeks, can I borrow your iPads? They have plenty. They give me 1 or 2 each, and I just collect them. On the back, I put the name of the teacher on some tape on the back of it so I can return it afterwards. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to click on My Bowling Scorecard. You can choose location or play. For us at school, we don't need that. So we click play, and then you click to add player's name, Mr. T, my teaching buddy, Mr. Los, and then, of course, Bishop, my buddy. He's sleeping right now. Now watch this. I'm going to click in a number, 8. The rest of the numbers are grayed out. It doesn't give you the option to click on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, if you click in the inappropriate spot, it pops up an error. It tells you you can only enter information right here. On that 0, typed in 0, the next one, what popped up wasn't a strike, was a spare. And that's a great conversation to teach the kids that it takes 2 turns to get a spare, 1 turn's a strike, okay? So it showed you right there in the app. So I have 2 strikes. It keeps going the scores all the way through, totals it up. At the end, new game, clear everything. All right, I'm going to pause here for a little bit. That got ahead of me on the talking some, but I'm able to go step by step in the example that I give the students. What I was saying there was, let's say you roll 8 pins. Well, what it did for you then is it locked out, it grayed out pins 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because on your second ball, you can't roll that many. And it gave you choices of 0, 1, 2 was no longer 2, it was now a spare symbol. So it teaches the kids, if you got 8 pins and you're going for 10 pins, if you get that 10th pin, which would have been 2 more, it's a spare. Strikes, first kid rolled a 0. Next choice, strike was an option. It turned it to spare. Great chance for us to communicate and talk to each other. Why did it do that? What does that mean? Next kid got strike, strike, but it didn't give him a score. Great chance for us to talk about. Strike gives you credit for the next 2. So I really enjoy this My Bowling Scorecard app. It's helped me tremendously. Hey, folks, thank you so much for sticking around. There's an app for that. These are the 10 different apps we just covered right there. Please make sure you do follow me on Twitter at RHEPE1. My website is rhepe.com, and on YouTube you can find me at Roundhill PE or RHEPE. And please email me, follow, subscribe, email. I want to connect with you. Let's share our ideas. Let's share back and forth. There's nothing wrong with that. Sharing is awesome. Makes you better, makes me better, which then makes our students better. Other ways you can connect with me, other than subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitter, the SB Chat. This is a Twitter chat, elementary school physical education chat every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. You also go to their website, SB Chat, and some great conversations go on there. I've been interviewed on 2 different podcasts. Dave Carney's the Supersized Phys Ed podcast. Check out, we talked about gamification, and we also talk about grouping students. And check out the Vapor podcast. They interview me for a section on integrating STEM in the gym. STEM in the gym. Type in hashtag STEM in the gym to get more information on that. And Great Activities put out a book, and I'm now published. I submitted 5 articles for this particular book, How to Be an Outstanding Physical Education Teacher. It's almost like a chicken soup for the soul. Each article is only 1 page, 1 or 2 pages. Nice, easy reading, but great information. That was a good book on how to become an outstanding physical education teacher. Thank you, folks, for sticking around. I hope you got some great information. Have a great school year. Talk to you later. Bye.